Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mammolin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for all signs and any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about your twin flame, soulmate, person on your mind. What is going on in this connection? What are their intentions? Where are we headed? What is it that they want you to know at this time? For some guidance. I do have some initials and I have some charms, so we'll be using those. So maybe you'll get some evidence and clues or a confirmation. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's see what they want you to know about this connection and where we are headed. Spirit, what is it that you need me to know? I am listening for you now. All signs, any sign of the person that can be, person you're thinking of can be any sign as well. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that was newly guided to this channel. As a reminder, I have two other channels. I'll put the links in the description below, my main channel and a pick a card channel. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. I am listening for you now. I have forgiveness, letting go and moving on. Can we move on from something that's been going on? Can we forgive and forget? Or just sometimes we have to let something go or it's going to eat us alive, because if you want to forgive somebody, you can't hold on to it and like throw it back in their face down the road. So it's a feeling of I want to move on from what's been going on. Loyalty, always and forever. So maybe it's a recommitment. It's almost like we'd be going through something and it's whether it's rekindling or just recommitting to I'll remain loyal to you. We've got to keep going. I'll never give up, energy. So I feel like I'll never give up on you. Somebody who may be struggling in an area of their life and the other person saying, hey, you're not alone. I'm here for you. Time is a factor. Give this some time. Okay. Sometimes time heals all wounds is what they just said. Time heals old wounds. So maybe there's something that's been going on between us that, there's always that couple that no matter what they've gone through, somehow they keep going. They say, let's put this behind us and just look at what's ahead of us. And we do heal those wounds, and maybe we don't ever forget, but we don't hold on to it. And I have comfort. I want to feel safe and secure always and forever. So it's, I feel like I just want to say in your arms again. Maybe we haven't been affectionate lately. Maybe we haven't been intimate for a long time because we were upset with each other for some reason. So maybe it just feels good to be, held. Hold me, give me a hug. Okay, spoon, climb into bed with me. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 4 of Swords. I have a 2 of Pentacles. And I have a 7 of Swords. So you can see the back and forth. You can see kind of the trouble. You can feel the break. So part of me is saying, whatever we've gone through, we can forgive, is how it's coming into me. Like, can we just move on? Yeah, I'm going to say it's a rekindling. It's a recommitment to each other. I'm feeling more, yeah, I'm not saying that we haven't gone through something, because we definitely have. I'm going to say this hasn't been an easy road lately. It doesn't mean that it's always not an easy road, but whatever happened is going round and round in somebody's head, and will it ever stop? So it's going to stop when you decide that you forgive this person and that you really do, and you don't hold a resentment. So something, are you in or are you out? I have an 8 of Cups. Somebody, you could have been thinking, I'm going to walk away from this person. I don't know if I can forgive them. I don't know if we can get back what we had. I have a 2 of Cups. It's hard to walk away from something that you really care about. You don't stop loving somebody. And I have an Emperor. So this person still has a lot to offer. Part of me feels like the ego got involved. It was almost a feeling of being pushed away because they said, I don't care. I don't want anything. I don't want you. I don't want anyone. I just want to be left alone. So their ego steps forward and says, I can do it all by myself. I don't need anybody in my life. And that's hurtful, right? That's hurtful when you're taking care of somebody and you feel like you're doing all the right things and you feel like they've turned their back on you somehow. But at the same time, I also feel like you're irreplaceable, they just said. So this isn't like I'm going to run out and replace this connection. We have too much at stake. We have too much invested. We have too much love. I don't want to walk away from this. I have a world. We're going into another phase of this connection. Ace of Cups. So if we admit to each other, I still love you. Okay, that's the starting point. The starting point is, do you still love me? Okay. And I feel like we admit to each other, yes, of course I still love you, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy with what's been going on. I'm not happy with how you treated me or what you said to me. I can't live like this. So I do feel like that part comes out, and maybe that's hard to face, but I'm going to say the turning point. I'm going to say the turning point is, do you still love me? And that's maybe you're holding your breath. Do you still love me? And maybe you're thinking this person doesn't still love you. I'm going to say they do. I'm going to say they do. And I think they're going to admit that they still love you. Spirit, can I have some initials? First initials, last initials? I have to know. I can't move on unless I know you still love me. I can't move on with you or without you, right? But I have to know. Like, you can't just, I have to know where I stand. Are you in love with me? Because if you're not in love with me, I'm not going to fight for this. If you're in love with me, then I'm going to fight for this with you. Let's get some initials. I have the letter N, the letter K, I have an F, I have an M, I have an O, Q, I have a G, I, W, E, F, T, I have an A, B, T, D. Let's get a couple more. I have the letter I again, and I have an N. Okay. So some of you, maybe that's a confirmation. That was enough to say, yeah, that's definitely my person. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Turning point. Do you still love me? I need to know, right? And I think that the answer is going to make the decision. The way they answer that. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a Lover's card. I have a Page of Swords. The page came into me as an apology of some kind, or, you know, like a heartfelt conversation, or the start of a heartfelt conversation. We're growing, we're putting down seeds, we're still learning, all of that. But I do have a celebration. I feel like maybe it's a tearful celebration. Maybe it's I don't want to lose you. We answer that question of, yes, I'm still in love with you. I don't want to lose you. I want to treat you better. I want to treat you right. I don't want to feel this way. So there's it's a make or break moment. It really is. How are you going to answer this question? Because if you don't answer it with, I love you and I'm willing to fight for this, then we have nothing to talk about. because there's too many other things going on, whether you disrespected me or you lied to me, or, you know, I've got to somehow forgive and move on with you. But how am I going to do that without knowing that you're in love with me? So I feel like the answer is very, very important. You deserve to know. I have a Hermit. I have a Knight of Cups. I have a Two of Wands. And I have a Six of Wands. This person is starting to feel you are my missing piece of the puzzle. You know, when I'm not with you, it doesn't feel right. You probably have a lot of history together. We've spent a lot of time loving each other. We have years together. We've gone through a lot together. This is not the time to give up, Spirit's saying. I'm not giving up on this connection. So there's something about you and this person that will bind you together forever. Some of you may have a child with this person. You may be married to this person. They could be your childhood sweetheart, high school sweetheart. You've been with them forever. Are you fighting? Yes. Five of Swords. Is it troubling times? Probably, but it doesn't last forever. I have a Page of Swords and an Eight of Wands. So that feels like this page comes in. Can we talk? A change of direction? Can we move on from this? Okay. Can we fix this? Is what's going on. Hey, life is not easy. Relationships are not easy. It's all in how we both treat each other, and if we can communicate. It was almost like I was jumping hurdles there for a second, which I'm not a hurdle jumper by any means, never was. And but I felt like I had to get over something in order to move on. I got to jump over these hurdles, even though they're hard, one right after another, just so that we could move on together. So some obstacles and some delays have been in the way, and that's probably very frustrating. I've got some charms. Let's see what the charms are today. Spirit, please give me a couple of clues with my charms. So I feel like I've got somebody that wants to, they're saying meet in the middle. Okay. Is it a truce? Maybe. Maybe we both accept a little bit of, I was at fault, you were at fault. Nobody's, you know, I'm sorry too. It shouldn't have escalated to this. So there's just kind of a heartfelt apologies. Palm trees. That felt like better days, doesn't it? It feels like I want to go away. I want to go away and just be alone with you so that we can work on ourselves and just have some quality time together. So maybe it would be a good thing for you guys to have like a little vacation. I have a 0, the number 0. I have a 7, 7-0, July. I have a number 5. It could be 57. I have a May energy, maybe. Okay, let's see. I have a fleur-de-lis. I always see this as classy. I always see it as tradition. History, definitely fleur-de-lis history. We have a history together that I just feel like I can't walk away from it. You know, it's like we've got too much time invested. I have a couple of dragonflies, which is interesting. I've got 2 dragonflies. So they're saying that we both are seeing signs. That the dragonfly is just kind of a sign, but we're both seeing signs, whether we're seeing each other's names, anniversary dates, listening to songs, rainbows, hearts. You know, there's a million different things that might connect you to this person. But I feel like we're both seeing and feeling signs that this isn't over. This is, you know, long from being over. I have a mask I've been hiding behind. I have been holding back. Maybe I've got to come clean with saying something to you or telling you the truth once and for all about a situation. So this is a little rabbit with a horn that feels like I'm going to let you know. And there will be a day that it kind of all spills out. I have a cup. That feels like I love you, like the Ace of Cups. So that question, here's the Two of Hearts intertwined. I almost feel like they're going to say, of course, I love you. But is that good enough? You want them to be in love with you. You want them to fight for you. You want them to tell you that they don't want to live without you. So not just like, yeah, of course I love you. You know, that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear that you don't want to lose me. I have a horseshoe, so lucky break, lucky timing. I have two snowflakes, so you're irreplaceable, and those snowflakes are unique. I think we're both unique. We're both meant to be together. They're saying with the scissors, we're cut from the same cloth. So there's something about us. We could have something very in common. We know each other better than we know each other better than we know ourselves. Yeah, I'm not willing to part ways. They're showing me with the cutting of the scissors. We're too entwined. There's a sense of we're connected in just too many ways, whether it's our family, we have kids, we could have a home together, we could be married, and we're not ready to talk about a divorce. But somebody maybe walked out the door, and now I'm like, what do you want me to do? You know, so yeah, we've got some big choices, big decisions to make. I have a fairy, okay, a little bit of it came into me as hope, just the word hope. I have a witch on a broom, and I have a spider. I'm going to say interference for some reason. It was almost not necessarily sleeping with somebody else, but somebody who's a busybody, somebody who is a witch with a bee. And it feels like they've got their finger into everything. They know too much about what's going on in our life. You know, it's the mother-in-law who knows everything about our marriage, or the sister knows more than they should know about our finances, or like I feel like I don't have any privacy for some reason. So there could be somebody that's just a know-it-all and busybody, and it's definitely created a wedge between us. I would say that. Like I've asked you 1,000 times, don't tell that person anything, because it comes back to haunt us. It comes back to, you know, it's thrown in our face somehow. So here are our charms, and they were pretty clear. That felt good. Let's see what the messages are. I have to tell you, I have right now, I don't want to give up on this connection is the biggest feeling. And I also feel like I want to ask them point blank, do you still love me? And that will be the turning point. I feel that that's something I need you to look at me, and I need you to, I need an answer to that question, like today. So that is something that I've been waiting for. Let's get some feelings. Let's see what the feelings are saying. I want a family with you one day. Okay, so rekindling. What did they say? Always and forever. The sense of time heals old wounds. Okay, can we move on from this and still have the dreams that we were talking about? Absolutely. People go through a lot in a relationship. I don't feel comfortable opening up, struggling. When I lost you, I lost me. I don't want to live like this is coming in. I just can't forgive myself. So something has happened, and I'm really struggling. I want to risk it all, but I'm scared. Okay, taking the next step, making the next move. Keeping you my secret. Maybe nobody knows about us, and I've had it. Maybe somebody's putting in their 2 cents who does know about us. So yeah, that you don't ever want to be kept a secret. That's too hard. Lying was just easier than telling the truth. I didn't want to face what we're going through. I feel lost right now in my life. There are other things going on in my life right now. So maybe this took a back seat. Maybe this wasn't a priority. And you're like, I am a priority. I'm sorry. Hello. Remember me? I know I need to apologize. Okay. I'm not ready to be with you yet. Maybe I'm not ready for a commitment. Maybe I'm not ready to say what I have to say. So maybe some of you are going to still wait just a little while longer. I can't face you right now because I'm not strong enough to face my own fears. If this person is an adult, they will wake up to they're on the brink of losing you. And the turning point is they better start to show up with, I love you and I'm in love with you and I'm going to fight for you. I'm terrified of you rejecting me. The day my life changed forever was the day I first saw you. So sometimes when we're upset about something, believe it or not, we don't relive what was just said, the hurt. We go all the way back to the beginning and we think about how we fell in love and why I was with this person to begin with. And all those memories come back, which I think is, I think it's God's way of kind of helping our broken heart. You know, it's God's way of saying, hey, this wasn't always so bad. This wasn't always like this. This was good too. So sometimes we want to remember that, you know, the good things. I was wearing masks to protect myself. I feel like I keep going in circles for sure. I definitely feel that with this connection. You're still the only one I want. I feel like at the end of the day, that's where we're going to end up. I do feel like it's tearful, forgiveness, something like that. But at the end of the day, I want my person to say, you're all I want. You're irreplaceable. We'll get through this. So let's put this out to the universe and ask Spirit to help you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. Also, if you would please check out my other channels, my main channel and a pick a card channel. I'll put the links in the description. So I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.